Hello, I'm Gregory Williams, and today I will be discussing the benefits of listening to tangible media such as CDs and vinyl records. In the year 2004, 651 million CDs were sold in the United States. That number began to decline over the decade, and by 2014, only 140 million CDs were sold. That's less than one quarter of what was sold just 10 years earlier. One of the obvious explanations for this is the recent popularity of vinyl records again. During that same span of time, they went from 1 million sold a year to 9 million sold in 2014. But still, that only brings the total number of physical media purchased that year to 150 million units. It turns out the majority of the recording industry's money nowadays comes from digital music services where you can download music such as Apple's iTunes or stream music. Most college students that I've spoken with use the internet as their primary source of music, whether it's downloading from iTunes or streaming from services like Spotify, Pandora, and YouTube. Now, I spent my teenage years in the 1990s collecting songs and all my music on CD. If I had the instant gratification of clicking a mouse button and adding it to my library, I would have. But back then I had to throw down my hard-earned allowance money on CDs. But it forced me to listen to those CDs from start to finish and take in all they had to offer. And that's an experience that a lot of people nowadays are missing out on. Listening to music on tangible media, such as CDs and vinyl records, is better than streaming or digital downloads because it provides a deeper listening experience, the sound quality is better, and you get to invest in a nice collection of music that you can take pride in. An obvious thing you don't get with streaming or listening to digital music is the true album experience. A strong album has artwork and photographs and things to complement what you're hearing. It's something to associate the songs with before it takes on a more personal association for the listener. Now imagine listening to your favorite album of all time. You're in your own room, it's dimly lit, the music is at a comfortable volume on a nice sound system, and there are no distractions. As you listen to that CD or vinyl record, you look down at it in your hands and you feel the weight of it. You can smell the paper of the album booklet, and you can read all the printed lyrics and liner notes and enjoy the photographs and artwork that come with it. This is all part of the true album listening experience. It's a way to really soak in the music and enjoy all that it has to offer. You can let it conjure up old memories and emotions from your own experiences, or you can just sit there and think about what these songs might be about. This isn't like listening to music in the background at a party, or even jamming to songs in your car on the way to work or school. Now imagine listening to that same album on an iPod or an MP3 player of your choice. The music sounds good and the sound quality is not bad, but all you have to look at is a tiny digital graphic on a small screen. It just doesn't really carry the same weight or warmth to it that a vinyl record or CD does. In fact, it's even easy to forget purchasing a song from online because all you do is click a mouse button and then it just joins a very long list of others in plain font on your iPod or whatever your MP3 player might be. However, a vinyl record and a CD can command your attention when it sits there on your media shelf. You see it and you want to listen to it. In fact, the experience of buying it is very memorable because it forces you, in most cases, to go out into the world and interact with people, and that actually itself becomes part of the album experience. In fact, a vinyl enthusiast named Matthew Hughes recently explained it as this way. It's the type of experience where you show up and spend hours aimlessly looking for music. You take gambles and you drop money on albums not knowing whether they'll be good or not. You speak to people, and you get to know their recommendations and opinions, and ultimately make friends. It's a vastly more social experience than any online app or marketplace. And the enjoyment of an album is not only enhanced by the buying experience or the colorful artwork that accompanies it, but also the audio quality is significantly better on any CD or record than what you get from streaming or digital downloads. Sound quality is measured in kilobits most often, also known as kbps. What that means is it's 1,000 bits of information every second. When streaming music from Spotify or Pandora, you typically get a bit rate of about 160 kbps. A standard song downloaded from iTunes offers about 256 kbps, and the highest quality MP3 runs at 320 kbps. However, when you're listening directly to a CD, you are getting those songs most often at a bit rate of 1,411 kbps. That's more than 4 times what the highest quality MP3 can offer. Now, when it comes to vinyl records, it's a little bit different because you can't measure those songs digitally because they are not digital files. CDs are more technologically advanced than vinyl records because they have a more dynamic range, but vinyl records offer a wider frequency. So there's still a lot of debate as to whether CDs or vinyl are better, but a lot of enthusiasts these days prefer vinyl for the warmth or vintage sound. And when it comes to collecting tangible media like CDs and vinyl, a person's music library won't just sound better, it's going to look better too. Additionally, you're accumulating something that has value. So you look at something very striking, a collection that's very striking. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be comic books, old soda bottles, old movies, video games, novels. Doesn't matter. Any kind of collection is very striking, and music is certainly no exception. So when people come to your house, they're going to see a very beautiful collection of albums that you've accumulated throughout time, and it's going to say something about who you are, and most likely it will conjure up conversation. Now, if you decide you want to get rid of something in your collection, you can sell it online or go to any store that sells used media. Vinyl records in particular have very good resale value, and used CDs are very popular because they oftentimes are cheaper than digital albums. But the problem with digital music is once you purchase it, your money is gone and there's no getting it back. To bring this to a conclusion, we have seen how music on a physical format offers a more enjoyable listening experience and better sound quality, and that you can create respectable collections that you could also turn into an investment. Now, there's nothing wrong with buying individual songs or even digital albums, streaming music, or listening to any downloadable music on your iPod. It's an undeniably convenient format to have all your songs right there on a device that fits in your pocket. However, when it comes to the true listening experience for albums, full-length albums, physical media has it beat, and the CDs can often be imported to your library anyway. Everyone enjoys music, and everyone deserves to enjoy it to the fullest extent. So don't deny yourself something that people for generations before have been enjoying. Go to your local music store and find something that you'll fall in love with.